Why, hello. How are you on this absolutely fantastic day? We're here to talk about the metric system, of course. So, let's talk out with our old friend, the meter stick, right? So, this is the meter stick we talk about all the time. Okay. This is how we measure distance in the metric system, not in the US, but in many, many, many other countries of the world. So, if you take 1,000 of these bad boys and you line them up, okay, all over the place, what you would see is you would see 1 kilometer. Okay, that's a kilometer. Now, where from I am personally sitting, a kilometer is from my building to that little cemetery down the street. It's 1 kilometer. Okay, 1,000 meters. So the great thing about the metric system is that it deals with thousands an awful lot. Okay, camera, come on, you can do it. Let's get going. Here we are. So let's get crack-a-lackin', shall we? Let's do some math with kilometers. And here we go. So, folks, these are what we call mixed units. And when we call them mixed units is because we have a kilometer and meters plus a kilometer and meters. Now, there are two different ways you can do this, folks. And I'm actually going to ask you not to write this down yet. Not yet. Because I want to show you the two different methods, and then I want you to write down the one that you think you prefer or makes sense to you. So method number one is that you just keep them separate. Obviously, you have to put them one on top of the other for addition, and just keep them separated. That's what you want to do. Okay? There's an advantage to this because your answer will already be in the correct form that Mr. Brown wants. Okay, so let's do this, and I'm going to go through it kind of quickly, right? I say I go fast so you can go slow. So we're going to go, again, don't write it down yet until you see the other method, and then you say, oh, I think I like this one or that one, and you'll write down the one you prefer. So 4 plus 3, of course, is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. Now, here's where things get a little bit funky, because it's an 11. The regrouping or bundling, or whatever you want to call it, the one's going to go way over here. Okay, it's going to go way over here because there's this kilometer labels, which is kind of in the way. Other than that, it pretty much works like regular addition. It's just that the 11 is going to get broken up. It's going to go a little bit further over. Okay, and then you just finish it off like you normally would. 7 plus 5 is 12, plus 1 is 13. And again, the great thing about this method is that your answer is already in the form of back in its original form, kilometers and meters. However, I've had students in the past who have preferred this method, where you smush them together, and because 7 kilometers is 7,000 meters. So these are all meters. These are all meters. 5 kilometers is 5,000 meters. 5,813. The advantage of this is that it looks exactly like the addition that we're comfortable with. But the addition is exactly the same. The problem with this one is the fact that this answer is not acceptable as a final answer because it's only in meters. So what you need to do is you need to take the thousands and you need to separate them on their own, and then take the leftover bits and put them separate. So you have to rewrite the answer. But some kids prefer this method, and some kids prefer that method. I'd like you to pause the video, and whichever method you wish, I want you to copy that method right down in your notes right now. Okay? Go ahead and pause the video and do that now. Welcome back. Now, I'm going to give you one to try. So you can do either method you prefer, either the keep them separated method or the smushy together method. And for this one and this one, make sure stack the kilometers on top of the kilometers and meters, however method you do. Make sure you stack them up properly like toy soldiers. Okay. So pause the video, write this down. Obviously, you're going to be solving it with one on top of the other, and go for it. Welcome back. Now let's talk about kilometers. Hey, have you ever seen a pineapple? I have. A pineapple is about 1 kilogram. A kilogram is how they measure weight in the metric system. And it's 1,000 grams. A gram is really light. This is a gram. This is also about a gram. And 1,000 of these would make one of these, or a pineapple. because pineapple weighs about that. Now, every pineapple is different, but so the great thing is that just like the kilometer, it deals with the number 1,000, right? So let's talk about the metric system and kilometers. Let's go for it. So check this out, gang. If let's say I had 7 kilograms, 7 of these kilograms, we're doing weight, and I wanted to subtract 356 grams. Here's what you don't want to do. No, don't do that. Okay, that don't make no sense. First of all, the 7 here is not 7 ones, so it doesn't make any sense for it to go on the bottom. Okay, this number that is subtracted from should always be on the bottom, not the, you know, it just doesn't make, for so many reasons it doesn't make any sense. So let's not do that. Don't even write it down. What you should write down is this. Okay, so the method typically is to take the 7 kilograms and change them into grams. Remember, 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. So 7 kilograms would be 7,000 grams. And then you would do the subtraction like you normally would do it. Okay, there's a lot of zeros here. 0 minus 6, you can't do that in 4th grade math. Yes, I want you to write this down. Write down this example. The 7 turns into a 6. Remember, folks, if it jumps over the 0, it turns into a 9. And if it stops at a 0, it turns into a 10. Please remember that, right? And then you can do the subtraction as normal, right? 10, and again, I go fast so that you can go slow. I go fast so you can go slow. I go fast so you can go slow. Copy that. I don't like that answer. Well, I like the math. I like the subtraction. That was done properly. The problem is, like, the answer only being in grams, 6,644 grams, that's no good. Because like this one, you have to separate it back into a mixed form. So you take the thousands, you put it by itself. 6 what, by the way? 6 kilometers? No, 6 kilograms. We're talking about kilograms. So it'd be 6 kg. And then this would also be separated into only grams. This is a way more acceptable answer form than this one is. Okay? Make sure you copy this down completely. Don't copy that down. And then now you try one. Pause the video. Do it the same way that we just did it here. Make sure that answer is separated. Okay? And make sure you do that properly. Okay? Pause the video, and I'll see you in a moment. Hey, welcome back. Now let's talk about liquids. How we would measure liquids. Let's just say we want to draw a little picture of a container over here and draw a little picture of a container over there. Let's say these are 1 liter containers. Okay, they're kind of filled up, not quite all the way. So 1,000 milliliters, which is not a lot of liquid, makes 1 liter. Okay, and that's what's so great about it. The number 1,000 keeps coming up over and over again, right? It's really great. Look, it's for kilometer, kilogram. It's milliliter. These are all 1,000s, and that's, oh, boo, centimeter. We'll deal with you later. We'll deal with you later. But that's what we love about this so much. It's so easy. They're all thousands. They're all thousands. So this is a different kind of example, though, because you notice the numbers are on the small side. We're only adding milliliters. There's less than a liter here. There's less than a liter there. So, and this is an addition problem. Write this down. 8 plus 3 is 11. We're going to regroup like we normally would, a bundle. 5 plus 1 plus 1. 7 plus 8 is 15. Now, ooh, yeah. We're running into the same situation we did before, okay? Where we don't love that final smushy together. We've got to separate them, right? We don't love that final instant. We got to separate them. Same thing with this. 1,571 milliliters, it's not okay. We've got to separate the thousands. One what though? 1 liter. So this is 1 liter, and the leftover bits are the milliliters. Okay, so whenever we get an answer that has the thousands in it, we've got to separate that 1,000 into either kilograms or kilometers or liters, depending upon what it is that we're actually talking about. Now you try one. Okay, do this one at the bottom, pause it, do it the same way Mr. Brown did up here. If you've got this in your notes, if you did this one with me, you can do this one by yourself. I believe in you. Pause the video and do it. Hey, welcome back. So as we said, the metric system is wonderful because whether you're talking about kilos or millis, it's 1,000. Then we've got the centimeter. Boo. Man, why you gotta make our life so difficult? And then we've got the centi. Centi is actually 100. This is the oddball of the group. All the other one is 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Kilo, kilo, milli. But centi is easy to remember because of moolah, because of money. There's 100 cents in a dollar, right? So here's what I'm gonna leave you with in the world of centimeters. Ooh. Let's do, and I want you to challenge you this, right? Productive struggle, my friends. Without me showing you anything, I want you to try this one. This is a mixed one with meters and centimeters. Remember that. Meters and centimeters. I want you to do the addition on that and see what you get, and then we can talk about it, okay? So this is the last thing you're gonna do is to pause it. Do this, try this, and then we're all done. Hey, folks, you did absolutely fantastic today, and have a wonderfully fantastic day. Go for it, and I'll see you soon.